Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is a part 2, so if you haven't watched part 1, go watch at least the first explanation. The first video was honestly pretty lazy as I kinda just threw it together in one night. To get you caught up to speed, I connected these 6 games here, and over the course of one night, I basically made no progress. This is the conclusion though, so strap in, it's pretty fun. Returning to the games, I looked at Celeste 64 and Pizza Sim, and finding nothing of note, I moved back to Inscryption. Little did I know during the last session, I got the film roll for buying the sanitation station in Pizza Sim. This is the only item necessary to complete Inscryption. My hygiene was rewarded, I suppose. So I began my quest to beat Leshy. This run I was not given a good deck. I mean, look at TS. Tons of 1 blood cards, and none of them are very good except for maybe the skink. But I need to try. Already having bees instead of squirrels is going to make things much easier. Now, last time I tried going through Inscryption for a video, I made a 30-minute script. So I'll give you the play-by-play. Beat boss 1, beat boss 2, died to a random totem fight. As I die, I make a cringe death card. Next attempt, I was also given a terrible starting hand. Black Cat makes the beginning fights a little easier though. Eventually I get a black goat, so the goal becomes to combine the two. I grab a grizzly, and with the 2 now combined, I can blitz through. Boss 1 is defeated, and I take the Ureuli. From a trader, I grab the Ouroboros, which already has 6 attack and 6 defense from earlier. I place Unkillable on the Ureuli, so now the game is kinda set. I beat boss 2, and grab a second Ureuli. Seeing a mycologist, I take the funny option of combining them together. Right before is a card drop, where I grab my Bust to Death card from the first run. So now I have 4 instant win cards. Pretty solid. In boss 3, I nearly clear the entire phase 2 board and win. I mean, bro, look at this. What is Leshy supposed to even do? Collecting 2 boons, I enter the final boss. It's easy, and with both daggers and a plier, I don't even need to fight the moon. I take Leshy's picture and beat Act 1, releasing all items to and from it. With the most annoying game out of the way, cause I'll be honest, after playing so much Casey's mod, base Act 1 is kinda boring. I moved to another game I should be able to beat, Terraria. Now there's still a lot to do. Last session an achievement was bugged, so now we're in hard mode. I take some time to get my bearings and build some houses and pylons. This will make getting around the world much faster. I make myself a ton of exploding bullets and buy a mini shark to go with it. Unfortunately, I'm cursed with the tiniest hollow biome known to all Terraria kind, so fairy wings are kind of out of the question. I decide to work on collecting the Souls of Flight and pray for a giant harpy feather along the way. Now aside from the bullets, I still only have pre-hard mode gear and like 200 health, so it doesn't go well. I need some hard mode ores, but I still haven't beaten the Wall of Flesh and collected the Pwn Hammer. I'm worried that I won't be able to beat it with the gear I have, so I shimmer down my molten armor and craft them into a volcano and a molten pickaxe. Heading down into the underworld, I begin collecting some more hellstone. A goblin invasion gets in my way and goes quite poorly with my weaker shadow armor and lack of hard mode weapons. With the goblins held back for another day, I make some new molten armor and buy a ton of dynamite so I can start looking for life crystals. I craft a few Splunkers potions and begin my search. It doesn't take long before I find 5 more, and remember, this is classic mode, so I don't even buff up, I jump into hell to fight the wall. Using my mini shark, I clear it on the first attempt and grab the Pwn Hammer, letting me unlock hard mode ores. It's annoying, but so am I. Smile. I quickly shimmer the emblem to warrior, knowing it's going to be my go-to for now. With a bunch of altars destroyed, my world now has some ores that will kick things into maximum overdrive. I craft my Spelunkers potions and return to destroying this beautiful world I've been gifted for its natural resources, like a true American. An excavation potion dropped from an undead miner speeds up the process by nearly 10 times. With a better set of gear and nearly full health, I return to farming wyverns. This time goes much better, and a random harpy kill gives me the giant feather, so thankfully I won't have to grind for a decent set of wings. Once I have the last few souls of flight, I make my harpy wings, and throw the wretched fledgling wings in a chest to never be used again. With a mechanical worm in hand, I grind out a few shark fins so that I can make the mega shark after. Before I even realize I have all I need. As I sleep till the night, the mantra from before comes to mind. We're in classic mode. No consequences. I may not have much besides a beam sword, some weak accessories, and a mini shark, but I should be able to do it, right? Short answer is no. Long answer is not even close. Is classic mode going to put me in my place? Pfft, not for much longer. I collect some Souls of Night because at the moment I don't have many ideas. So I summon a Corrupt Mimic and it gives me literally one of the worst options. It's a minor improvement to my beam sword, kind of, but still not very good. I collect some more for summoning the bosses later. During all this though, the thought comes to mind, Repeater with Jester's Arrows. All I need is an alchemist who can sell fallen stars, so I slam down a bunch of houses and he spawns almost immediately. I dump half of my life savings into buying them like anyone with a good idea, and craft way too many Jester's Arrows. I make an adamantite repeater, and the moment I see it's broken, I want to throw my computer through a gosh dang wall. But being the calm, collected gamer that I am, I make another, and throw the garbage into the shimmer. While I'm there, I drop my emblem in, changing it to Ranger. I also see the brewer has arrived. Oh yeah, it's all coming together. Noticing my limited funds, I sell off all my precious metals and buy Swiftness, Iron Skin, Regen, and Archer's Potions. The Tinkerer arrives, and after almost 12 hours of Terraria over these 2 sessions, I have the ability to get boots. No way to upgrade them, of course, but it's better than no boots at all. Dude, what's in my hand? Splinter? Gosh dang Splinter while I'm trying to record? I also buy the last heart crystal I need from an NPC I don't care enough to find out their name. With all this done, night falls and I attempt to destroy her once again. It's hardly even a challenge. If I ever do an Archipelago run again, I'm playing on expert mode because this is boring. With the Souls of Might, I craft the Mega Shark, which is going to— dang it! I shimmer down the Mega Shark and craft it again, which will carry me through the rest of the run. I also switch my armor to a full set of Ranger Palladium, which I kind of forgot has regen. This will also carry us to the end of the run. Without any other boss summons, I sleep and hope for one of the random chances it spawns during the night. Of course, I get a blood moon and can't sleep. This will happen multiple times and be a pain in the little bit of an ass I do have every time. I use the time to just go into the underground hollow and farm some Souls of Light and collect some gelatin crystals. I fight Queen Slime a whole 3 times, which goes fairly easy, but I don't get anything useful. I mean, I get the Queen Slime mount, which makes me happy, but outside of morale, it doesn't do much for me. Night falls, and I make the Mechanical Eye to fight the twins. With my Mega Shark and a Daedalus Stormbow I thought would be more useful, it goes pretty smoothly. Now, if you remember from before, I don't have Post-Skeletron unlocked, and there isn't any way to collect bones outside the dungeon, so I begin a quest to try and collect some and make the summon. Okay, well technically, if I found a piano in a house, I could shimmer that, but I thought this would work, okay? I could go into all the details, but the simplest explanation is that I had a severe lack of understanding in regards to how dungeon enemies work. I thought they could spawn, but the dungeon guardian just kills you too fast. Instead, they just replace every dungeon spawn. I mean, look at this. I'm in the dungeon and not dying. I got real confused. This whole adventure took like an hour, and in the end, I was just back to hoping Skeletron Prime would spawn overnight. So in the meantime, I played some Mario 64 to look for anything I could collect. Now along the way, I was given Dive, so at least I have another good movement tool. My first quest is to try to collect the 8 red coins in Shifting Sandland, without the wing cap. It's kinda insane. After like 45 minutes of trying things and multiple blood moons and goblin armies in Terraria, I swear it's possible. The last thing you need is to lure this shy guy over here, but I'm no pan and coig, so I couldn't figure it out. Eventually my suffering was ended by the air getting colder around me. Skeletron Prime spawned, I beat him, and all the checks were released. Finally, I can move on. With nothing to do in Mario or Celeste, I looked to Luigi's house but at Mansion, which I think finally has some progress to be made. With the first major door finally unlocked, I begin sucking up ghosts throughout. I start clearing through pretty quickly since I've played this game a lot. It was one of my favorite casual games to play through as a kid, and more recently I played the 3DS version. I make my way along and collect the second floor key for Mario 64. Oh, that's second floor key, finally! Oh yeah. Which means I won't have to do the impossible Shy Guy manipulation anymore. Once I arrive in the basement and make it to the final door, I'm told I need 35 boos. So goal becomes collect 35 boos and beat Luigi. I finish with the areas I have accessible and return to Mario. Moving upstairs, I've been given wall kicks from Luigi's mansion, so my options have once again increased. After remembering why I don't like playing Tick-Tock Clock and Rainbow Ride, I moved to Wet Dry World. Fun fact, I've never used the cannon to enter downtown, so this was new for me. Also, here's something neat. You want to see a neat trick? It's the only wall you can do this to. And it's simply because of some old promo art that they had Vanish Cat Mario going through a wall in Wet Dry World. So they're like, well, put it in. I'm easily able to get every star and move on, clearing Tiny Huge Island by flooding someone's home, breaking in, and jumping on them till they say they feel better. Then they say, come back anytime. Sounds like they got a concussion to me. Tall Mountain is another easy full clear, and at this point, I'm only 5 stars away from being able to beat the game, thanks to Archipelago. With Climb unlocked from Snowman's Land, I can finally beat Bowser in the Fire Sea. First, I use it to collect the last 2 stars in Lethal Lava Land I couldn't get all that time ago. With Bowser defeated, I now only need 3 more stars. Now one thing I set is that 100 coin stars work as normal, so they aren't necessary, but they can still increase my star count. So if I can just get 3 of them, I'll be able to put Mario 64 behind me. I set my sights on 3 easy coin stars: Womp's Fortress, Cool Mountain, and Tick-Tock Clock? I don't know what past Blend was cooking, but after realizing he was stupid, he made a more sensible option, being Jolly Roger Bay. Not the most fun 100 coin star in the world, but at least you can't die unless you really try. With 55 stars in hand, I make my way up to Bowser in the Sky. I struggle more than I'm willing to admit, but it's been a while since I last played Mario 64. You will accept my Johns and you won't whine about it in the comments. Or do, that's free engagement. Once I've reached Bowser, I try something I haven't before of pausing to make sure I've lined up before throwing him, saving myself some headache. And with that, Mario is done! After this was around the point I began work on the last video, and boy oh boy, all seemed to like it, so I hope the wait was worth it. Knowing people enjoyed the last video gave me the motivation to keep playing, so that's what I did that night after posting it. Mario had given me tons of rooms to check in Luigi's mansion, so I began walking through. The two major roadblocks were not having the water medallion or access to the third floor, so I started going through and checking what I could. In the basement, I find some ice to freeze a woman, which is quite fun. Unfortunately, my punishment is Luigi-ile dysfunction. Due to being unable to keep it up, I don't have anything else I can think of, so I moved to Pizza Sim, which has been dormant since I reached Saturday. I can't beat it until I have the last animatronic, because it'll send me back to Monday. Thanks to completing Mario, I've been given the 4th catalog, which is a bunch of quick checks. For some reason, while doing Prize King, my money got maxed out after being emptied, so I bought everything in the catalog. All the money in the world and still no useful checks. So I opened Celeste 64 to get a vibe for what's left. Unfortunately, I'm stupid and can't record properly! So all I know is that I found I only have one strawberry I need left and still nothing else unlocked. Just throwing something out there, I checked the hidden room in the mansion. Turns out everything useful is in there. I found the water medallion, 2 more Mario items, a key, and 1 last strawberry. So now I have more to do. Again, because I'm stupid and can't record properly, I beat Celeste 64 and released the remaining items. This takes me one step closer to completing the randomizer and unlocks Catalog 3 in Pizza Sim. With my infinite money, but no money, I buy everything, which unlocks Catalog 2. I buy everything there, which gives me pretty much nothing, and return to the mansion. I use the water medallion and clear out the areas it gives me access to, sucking booze along the way. I clear out the Area 2 boss, which is easier than I remember. I'm not complaining. Doing it gives me the key to the Area 1 boss. Lil Bro is simultaneously the hydrogen bomb and coughing baby, but I'm literally Oppenheimer and defuse it. After a little trip to the wardrobe, I've been given access to the 3rd floor. I take on Boo Losses and... Oh Lord, he coming! Doing this, I have more than enough to unlock the boss. But first, just for the heck of it, I return to Pizza Sim and buy the pickles. With all 4 animatronics, I enter the night. I die to Leffy nearly immediately because I'm not the GOAT, but then I don't die again because I am the GOAT. After a delightful monologue that was one of the greatest moments in all of Five Nights at Freddy's.
Connection terminated. I'm sorry to interrupt you, Elizabeth, if you still even remember that name, but I'm afraid you've been misinformed.
Well, that was weird. Anyways, now I can finally move on to Luigi's mansion and defeat the King Boo. A little wham pam pow and a whole lot of slurpage, and the entire archipelago is done. This was a lot of fun, and I'm already thinking of games I could add and modifiers I could include. If you have any ideas or want to see more multi-game randomizers, let me know. This was incredibly fun to make and play, and I want to do bigger and better things. Happy holidays, everyone. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it.